All right.
What is up, Skrtbag? How you been, dude?
We're live, baby. I've been fantastic. How about you?
Oh, dude, I'm good. What did you do this weekend? What were you getting into?
Obviously played some golf on Saturday. I shot I think Dylan Mayo and I rode together and we both shot a 100. So, not great, but
Nah,
it
but
was
I've seen
fun.
worse
So,
too. Yeah,
definitely seen worse. I've definitely shot worse for
yeah.
sure. Um I've gotten I feel like my average score is down to like a 97, 98 right now, which I'm
Okay.
I'm happy because like it's been forever since I've seen any sort of increase in my golf score. But Jake played amazing, dude. He shot an 87. Think he
Damn.
had. I
Self
think he
solo
shot. I
dolo?
think he parred 7 or 8 holes. I think he parred 8 holes and only ever bogeyed the rest. Like I don't, or he had one double bogey. I think Jake played really good.
Sheesh.
Yeah. And then Sunday, what did we do Sunday? Oh, Saturday night we had our first little get together at Clay's and I's new apartment.
Oh, word.
Jake, Riley, Jess, and Maggie. I think that was it. And Clay, obviously. We all, yeah, dude, Maggie made like 4 pounds of spaghetti, like a literal wedding tray of spaghetti for everyone. Because
Seems a
she was like,
lot.
well, dude, she was like, we're going to have like a lot of people there and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I guess. And then we didn't realize how big 4 pounds of spaghetti actually is. Like, I still have the tray in my fridge. I've been eating spaghetti since Saturday.
Yeah, it's gonna get
Um,
thrown out. You're gonna get sick of it.
I'm already sick of it, but it's like there and free. So I've just kind of been sucking it up.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
But yeah, we did that Saturday. We watched the Yanks get smoked by the Red Sox. I don't even want to talk about that. And then Sunday just kind of had a lazy day, hung out, watched the Yanks get smoked
Chilling,
again,
chilling.
chilling. What'd you get into this weekend?
Played some golf Friday. Got super hammered. We went to Gamblers. So it's me and Jason against Timmy and AJ. It
You
should have
said
been
Timmy's nice with it.
Timmy is nice. He played in high school, but like he hasn't played a lot since. But now he's getting back into it. But dude, 100 yards, kid's money. He's putting you within 10 feet of the hole. All right,
Yeah, that's
20
like a.
on a.
Were you
I
guys playing
mean,
scramble or?
yeah. Well, yeah, we were just playing like best ball between the two of us, the two
Oh yeah,
teams, and like they definitely beat us. I think we won like 2 holes on the front nine, Jay and I, and we won like probably like 3 on the back nine. But yeah,
that's improvement.
they smoked us. But like Jay's not very good. I've played a few times. My back was hurting. I had like this little joint in my back after hole 6, and it was like every time I swung, and I was like, I'm gonna have to
Is that
stop.
is that your oblique?
Nah, it's like
Is that what that
behind that.
is?
It's just like I don't know.
Oh, like by your kidney?
Yeah, but like behind that too. I was just swinging too hard, trying to yerk it, you
Rip it,
know?
baby.
Yeah. Yeah, but then I got
Uh,
absolutely bodied. I don't even remember coming home. My mom and dad came and scooped us. Cassandra and her friend were there. There was a bunch of kids there. And Cassandra was like, dude, you were so drunk last night. She was like, you were just like, but you were just sitting there. Like, you weren't being
yeah.
an asshole. You were just sitting there. And I was like, woof, good looks.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Did you
Um,
guys stop and get some mac and cheese from Wawa on your drunk ride home?
nah, my parents brought us pizza.
Clutch, dude.
Yeah.
Your parents are
Yeah.
so clutch with that
I
drunk
didn't even get
snacks.
any. I was so
It's
hammered.
unreal.
Woke up fully clothed, shoes and everything. Had to go
Usually
down to
signs of a
South
great night.
Jersey early. Like had to leave my house at like 7 a.m. early
For what?
to go look at houses. Look, me and Cassandra looked at 5 houses and then came home and then was like doing yard work, bro.
Oh man, dude, that does not sound like a great hangover
Four
day.
o'clock rolls around and boy, I was hurting, dude. Uh,
Oh
but
man.
then Sunday, Lex and I went up to City Field for Mets Phillies,
Oh
and
yeah, I saw that.
we're pulling in, and I'm like, you think I'm gonna get any shit? Like, you think any of these Mets fans are gonna give me a hard time? And she was like, nah, I don't think so. And I was like, yeah, honestly, I don't think so either. And I was like, I hope not. I don't feel like talking to people. And so we get there and we're walking through the parking lot. We get halfway through the parking lot, and this dude's like, hey, yo, Phillies guy. And I'm like, oh man.
Oh.
But I turn and I see it's a dude in a Phillies t-shirt. And I'm like, okay. I'm like,
Okay. Some positive
and then he's
chirping.
with his girl in a Mets jersey. And he's like, yo, we're like the same. We got the same going on.
That's
No, but it was
funny.
fun, dude. We had great seats.
Who won that game?
The Phils won. So love that. We
Yeah.
split the series. Split the series 2-2. So it's not like, we're dicking on them. We're just
Right.
up that day. Although on Saturday, DeGrom was pitching. He's got like a .5 ERA. We
Yeah,
scored
it was
2 runs on him.
.69 now.
Yeah,
You
because we
scored 2 on him.
runs on him. We put 2 on him.
All right.
Yeah.
That
So
takes his ERA from .5 to .69.
hey, we got to give him that 6-9, baby.
Yeah. It was all out of love.
But nah, that was fun. It was a good day. Good weekend overall.
That's awesome. Love a good weekend, man. Ever since I started my job, my Monday to Friday job, I've appreciated the weekends so much more, and I love it.
Yeah, it's different.
My whole thing is, though, they're too fast.
They're too fast. Always.
We need a federal bill signed that makes weekends Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, that'd be so bomb.
Monday through Thursday is fine for work. Like, nobody's going to feel too overwhelmed with their work week. I mean, some might, depending on what type of job you have, obviously, because, there's different stresses for each job.
Okay, well, how about this? Would you be willing to do 10 hours a day, Monday through Thursday? That's 40 hours.
Nah, I don't think so. I think that's too much in 4 days. Well, just 8 times 4, 30, well, that's 32 hours in a work week. Like, that should be a standard work week, I feel like. That's like the perfect balance of work.
Nah, bro, capitalism.
Well, yeah.
You gotta work.
You gotta work until you die or retire, and then just exist for the remaining 20 years of your life.
Yeah, you gotta work, gotta make that bread and shit.
I saw a meme the other day, and it was like it was a picture of a guy and a monkey, and the guy was like pointing at the monkey, and he was like, haha, such a stupid creature, and the monkey just goes, bro, you're literally the only animal on this planet that pays to live here.
That ass. And like works to pay to live here.
Right,
like every other animal, like bro, we're just chilling.
We're chilling. We got some, I mean, unless you're in a zoo, we got our freedoms, bro. We don't have to worry about paying bills or stressing out. If we want to mate with someone, we just like flex our bird wings or whatever animals do, and be like, all right, I guess we're fucking now.
That's what I think the birds do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that'd be a problem if gorillas had bird wings.
I mean, maybe.
It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
but it would be an issue. This gorilla is pretty much getting to the point where he's in the Stone Age, and now this motherfucker can fly. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah. We don't want flying gorillas, bro. They're already too smart.
Funny, this girl that I used to work with, we're homies. She posted on her Instagram story a text that her friend sent her, and it was like, "Are gorillas really fast, or are they just super strong?" And I replied, I was like, "Yo, gorillas are so fast." I was like, "Not like a cheetah, obviously. They're not the fit, but like
faster than you.
You can't outrun a gorilla.
No shot.
Down. Usain Bolt's getting hunted down by a gorilla
easily.
Yeah.
Could you just imagine what that would look like? It's just a human trying to run away from a gorilla.
It wouldn't last long.
Like the gorilla's just on all fours, just like 4 strides, and it's already got you by its neck. Yeah.
2 legs. You think 2 legs are gonna go just as fast? Okay.
Right. 2 little tiny like pencil length legs against an 800-pound mammoth.
No grazie. Take the mammoth every time.
Yeah, if this is a betting game, I'm taking the mammoth every time.
All right, let's get into it.
All
right. So first on the dock, we got College World Series. Did you see what happened to NC State? You had to,
with the
right?
whole COVID thing, yeah.
Yeah. So they had to play against Vanderbilt with 13 dudes. I think.
Yeah, and you can't play a baseball game with that many people.
They lost.
So they played that game.
Yeah, they played that game, and then they lost. So now they're in the losers bracket, right?
Now they got to play more games.
So they go and they're forced to forfeit.
Yeah.
The NCAA was like,
dude.
"Nah, you guys are beat.
You guys can't play.
You guys are beat. You can't play. You guys have to forfeit." And now you're out of the tournament. They got boned.
Yep.
Dude, they were doing so well.
Yep.
We were on here last week, and I was talking about how I want to pick them to win the whole thing.
Yeah, weren't you watching their game last week when we were doing this? Yeah. Dude, it's wild because, like, I get it. Like, there's certain protocols you have to go through with COVID and all this shit, but, like, everybody in the stands is not wearing a mask. Everybody's not vaccinated. Like, what? Like, use your brain, bro. The safest place in that entire stadium is on the field.
Yeah.
Because, you're at least 5 to 6 feet away from everybody at most times.
The people that are going, they're not getting tested.
Right. So like, what are we even doing here? Right. It's literally just them, like, they just stole their chance from NC State, dude. Like,
yeah.
It's so fucked. And I saw
NCAA,
someone say like, if NC State wants to put up a banner this year, I won't argue that.
no, never.
No.
And I
Yeah,
hope
it's
FanDuel
fucked,
got to
man.
pay me too.
Yeah.
No,
I picked NC State to be the winners. What the fuck? They have a banner. Doesn't that count?
I actually was trying to find College World Series outright champion. I was gonna put money on him, and I couldn't find it on FanDuel or DraftKings. I said, "Fuck it, I give up."
Really? I
Probably
would
for
have
my
threw down on
good.
Vandy.
Probably for my own good. So yeah, so now we got in the College World Series, we got Vanderbilt, right? Who-
Right.
Mississippi State.
Vanderbilt, Mississippi State. I think Vanderbilt's got it
They
in the bag, dude.
they won last night like 8-2.
Yeah.
I think that was the score. They're playing right now. I think they started at 7.
Right. And was it tonight's game or last night's game that was delayed or something? Wasn't there like a pretty long delay?
I don't know. Don't have a clue.
I thought I saw something about that, but I don't know. I haven't been following the College World Series like I normally do.
Nah,
I
me
don't know. I
neither.
think it's just because of how like just thrown back at the whole Yankee situation right now I am that I'm just been so like not interested and not that I'm not interested, just like fucking like how are the Yankees this bad, dude?
How are the Yankees worse than every team in the College World Series?
Well, I wouldn't go that far because like the Rockies and the Orioles still exist, but dude, it's bad, man. It's a bad time to be a Yankees fan, and it sucks because like obviously Yankees fans always have high expectations like every year. I would say higher than normal just because of the fucking obviously like the team that they're supporting. But like we have a championship caliber team for the past 4 years and we haven't done shit, and it's like now we're like the worst we've been since like 2016, but with championship level players, and it's just so fucking frustrating, dude. Like day in and day out. It's like I don't want to get into a whole rant, even though I already kind of have.
Go
But
off.
but dude, it's like I know nobody has sympathy for Yankees fans because we're
No.
Yankees fans, right? Like I get it. Like we've been a winning franchise for as long as I've been alive for the most part,
You
except
know
for like
what,
the
Johnny?
past
I'll
10
have some
years.
sympathy for you. Here's what you're gonna get for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's more than we usually get, so you know what I mean? I'll take it. But dude, you know what sucks right now is we're in a state of this is what I'm gonna end the rant on, but the Yankees are in a state right now where we started with firing Joe Girardi because he was too hard on our players, essentially. Like that's I'm recapping, but that was pretty much the premise of why he was let go or whatever.
Right.
And now we're in a spot where there's no accountability throughout the entire team, like GMs, any type of level of anything in Yankees world. Like nobody's like, yeah, we need to make changes. Like we need to do something to do what we're doing. Everybody in the Yankees organization right now is like, oh, it's gonna work itself out eventually. But it's been like 2.5 years. It's not working itself out, and that's what frustrates me, dude. Like the fact that ownership can't be like, all right, this isn't working. Like we need to change something with our lineup, whether that be less power hitters and more guys that can spread the ball around, anybody fast, like some pitching. Like we took chances on pitchers this year, like Corey Kluber and Jameson Tyone. Tyone's been sucking a huge wiener. Like he hasn't been anything like that he could have been. Obviously, like that's a gamble, so I get it. Kluber's hurt until August, so like, dude, just anything
Story
that
of the
they've done
Yankees
to
life.
make changes has been atrocious, and it's miserable.
Damn,
End
that
scene.
sucks.
End scene, bro. I had to get that out because it's bad, man. And I can't just like I sit at work and just like contemplate Yankees universe, and I just like I need it's like therapy, dude. I need to talk to somebody about my struggles as being a Yankees fan right now.
The Phillies aren't very good either.
Yeah, but it's like
I don't have
you
a
guys
sob story for you.
right, but you guys don't have the type of team the Yankees have. Like we have like at least 6 to 7 players that should be like all-star level players, dude. Like the Phillies have some. They have probably 4 or 5 guys like that, like
At
with Didi
least,
Bryce and
bro. Put some
yeah. But
respect on their names, bro.
other than that, no, I'm not saying like they're bad team, but like the Yankees have had a championship window open for 4 years now and
Yeah.
haven't even made it to the World Series.
Yeah, the Phillies aren't a championship contending team. They have a
Right.
lot of
They're
good
still
players.
they're still a good team and they have potential to be. But
Yeah.
the Yankees have been at the same level for 4 years now and
Dude,
haven't done anything with it.
Didi's been hurt like all season, right? They
Yeah.
got this bull Ronaldo Torreyes. playing.
Ronald Torreyes, he used to
Ron
be a
Trias,
Yankee.
bro, he's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I know, dude. And we let people like him go because they're like, oh, he doesn't hit 450-foot home runs every third at
Right,
bat.
right, but he's a good hitter.
Right.
Dude, he's batting like in the 270s, I think.
Yeah, dude. He's just a
Having
little
having
little
himself a day in
slapdick
like the
hitter. It's
7-8
nice.
spot, just hanging out down there,
Right.
getting little oppo field singles, like
The Yankees don't have anybody like that, dude.
doing
Like
his
not a single
job.
person. The guys that should be doing that for us are Brett Gardner and Tyler Wade, and they have done dick all year.
We got so Bryce Harper's hurt right now because he got fucking smoked by DeGrom. So we got this boy Williams. I don't even know his first name. Maybe it's like Luke or something like that. I don't know, something Williams.
Luke.
He was playing for him the other night. So Bryce Harper hits a single. Alec Boehm cranks one into left center. Double. Bryce Harper scores. And then so Williams comes up to just bunt to get Boehm to third. Beats out the bunt, like great bunt, beats it out, bunts for a hit. So now we got first and third, nobody out. And then the next batter hits one like too softly or it was like, no, it was a different inning, bases loaded, he's on first, 2 outs, right? Somebody hits whoever's batting hits a ground ball to the shortstop. So it's like, all right, go to second, get that out, call it a day, right? Beats it out. Dude, hits the shortstop. He had just a mean secondary lead, and the dude is so quick. Beat out the throw from shortstop to second.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah, but like guys like that can just kind of get on base and get shit popping and have some wheels, they can help you out.
They do more than that,
last
dude.
night, so
Uh-huh.
we got smoked 12-4 last night. So
By who?
the Reds.
Oh man, the Reds are a nice little team, dude. They've been kind of being I wouldn't say quiet, but they've got a little bit of power punch to them.
Yeah, my boy Austin's a Reds fan. He's talking that shit in the group chat.
Is he the one that played baseball in college and came down to Myrtle at one time?
Yeah. He's down in Myrtle right now with Wig.
Yeah, Wig hit me up last night and he was like, yo, it's Wig. Like, we're in Myrtle for the week. And I was like, bro, we might go to the Pelicans game on Thursday night. It's obviously you know this, but for the listeners, it is the single A affiliate of the Cubs, and they do dollar beers on Thursday night. So Jake's birthday is Wednesday, but he's gonna be with his parents, I think, or Riley on Wednesday night. So I'm thinking we're gonna do something like that.
That sounds dope. Austin's down.
Yeah, that's what they said. Or Wig said, he's like, dude, we're definitely down. And I was like, yeah, I kind of figured you would be.
Yeah, no surprise.
And then I told him, he was like, yo, we're at Tuna Shack right now. And I was like, dude, you got to get the chicken tender basket. It will change your life. Shout out Tuna Shack, sponsor us. The shit is amazing. Best chicken tenders I've ever had in my life. And he's like, bro, you got to stop talking and hanging out with Kenny so much on that chicken tender shit. And I was like, bro, I've been a chicken tendy vet, all right? I know my shit.
Yeah, bro. Chicken tenders run deep.
Yeah, deep, bro. Like in my deepest vein. Chicken tender juice just flowing.
Yeah, today they hit up Dead Dog and they went on like some boat thing. They were drinking on the boat and then they go back
to pontoon?
No, it wasn't a pontoon. It was way bigger than that. It was like a charter boat. They just hopped on. Dude, it was like them and like 3 other people and they were all just getting fucked up.
You know what?
It was interesting.
On a Tuesday?
Yeah. Dude, all sent us a snap, bro. Kid was tore up.
Oh man, I wish I could have spent my Tuesday like that.
But all right, so we got a little NBA action. We got the Bucks just beat the Hawks. They're up 2-1 now. They're playing tonight. They started like 8:40.
Trae Young is hurt, right?
He sprained his ankle, but he came back. It didn't look that bad. I think he's fine.
Oh.
A little tweakage, but probably a little sore, but nothing too serious. He's playing, I think. He better be playing. I just put him in a parlay.
Better be playing.
Trying to win some bread.
Trae Young, don't do it for yourself. Do it for me, my parlay.
I know. Did you see Chris Middleton snap the other day?
No.
Oh, dude, he had like 20 in the fourth quarter. Finished with 41.
Damn.
Bucks win.
Damn, dude.
He outscored the Hawks in the fourth by himself.
Is this the year the Bucks win a finals? I don't know, man.
I don't know, dude. I really like the Suns.
Yeah, me too. They're probably my favorite right now. Chris Paul deserves a ring.
Devin Booker's nice.
Devin Booker's nice, yeah.
I love Devin Booker, dude. I know.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
I hate liking things that people like.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put him as he's not like a.
I'm getting behind Devin Booker. I'm starting.
Yeah,
to get
you can still get on the Devin Booker train now and not be looked at as a hype beast. I feel like, because he's still young, he's still got a lot to prove. He's absolutely mashing this playoffs, but
Dude, all the shit about everyone saying like, "Oh, is he the next Kobe?" He really, real life, might be next Kobe.
Yeah.
On that fucking train now.
Breaking news: Stillbait of the Random Roommates podcast compares Devin Booker to Kobe. You're gonna get dragged on Twitter, dude.
No way, bro. Everyone in the media is doing it.
Yeah.
Kobe, Devin Booker, him and Kobe had like a super long conversation and stuff. Kobe signed a pair of shoes for him that said like "To the Great One," and then on like the other shoe it was like "Be Legendary," something something something. He got
Be
"Be
Kobe.
Legendary" tatted on his forearm. He's like, every day I don't feel like getting it. I just look down. I see like I got it in Kobe's like handwriting. Like I see that. I go, I get my ass in the gym and I work on my fucking shit. And he like just the way he carries himself, bro, and like the way he is in interviews, he is like the such like the demeanor of Kobe. It's scary.
Dude,
And
that
now
is
he's just
terrifying.
falling out, bro. He's just like mid-range jumpers, you know what I mean? Like turn around, like fade away from 10 feet, you know what I mean? Like that's the kind of shit that Kobe was doing. But it's
Yeah.
very similar. And like so calm under pressure. He hit a buzzer beater halftime three the other day. Like took a little handoff, pull up, let the man fly past him. There's 3.1 on the clock when they inbounded the ball. Pull up, let the guy pass him, drains a three, lets it go with like as soon as he lets it go, the buzzer goes off. But like had the composure to just be like, "Oh, I got enough time. Let me fake this guy." Mm, you know what I mean?
That's
Like
very Kobe-esque, man. I
most
miss
dudes are
watching that
just,
motherfucker play ball.
yeah, me too. Most dudes are just letting that fly though. First,
Right.
they're like, "Gotta get
Right.
this up before the
Gotta get it
buzzer."
off. Yep.
But
Yeah.
nah,
Wow.
um, yeah, I like Book a lot. I've been seeing a lot of good things about him lately, and the kid fucking balls.
All right. So hypothetical: Suns Bucks finals.
Yeah,
Who you taking and in how many games?
Suns 4-2.
4-2.
Yeah,
You don't think the finals go into a game 7?
maybe. I don't really trust Giannis and the Bucks. That's the thing.
See, I didn't before this playoff, and I just watching him play and like the way he
Giannis,
carries himself. It's
Giannis
a different
is
feeling.
a Giannis is a slightly better version than Ben Simmons, but like not much.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
he really can't shoot that well. Look at his fucking free throws, bro.
he can't shoot that well, but Giannis in the paint, I think, is a, like a good bit stronger than Ben Simmons. I feel like
Yeah.
Giannis within like 10 feet is
And
a lot
Giannis has
more
a different, like more
dangerous.
aggressive mindset. But
Yeah,
like
he's definitely way more aggressive.
but their skill set is like so similar.
Pretty much the same. Yeah,
Um
I see that.
and he's not that good.
The thing that pisses me off the most about Giannis is the amount of time it takes this man to take a free throw.
Yeah. That's
Bro, there's so
everybody
many
though.
memes have been born from just him. Just you just see him like bouncing the ball,
Yeah.
setting up, bouncing the ball 2 more times, setting up. And James Harden that one time just yelled at him.
Yeah. I love
That
that.
shit was so funny.
And like before the ref gives him the ball, he does like a little like a practice guy. He's like, all right, okay, now you can
Yeah,
give me the ball. Okay, now a couple more practices. Let me bounce this shit.
yeah. I feel
Like
like
let
Giannis
me
has
get
got to
my
be terrible
TikTok
to play
dance
golf with.
on.
Giannis is the guy you go golfing with, and he takes 15 practice swings just to shank it 15 yards left.
Bro, we're golfing the other day, right?
Yeah.
And there was a group in front of us. It's like three dudes and this one chick. And the chick's taking like she takes like 7 practice swings. Nobody in front of them. Like they're not waiting for somebody to get off the green or something. Nobody from. She takes like 7 or 8 practice swings. Like lines it up a few times, taking forever. Dude, the ball goes like 10, 15 feet tops. And then same thing. Like takes all this time. Like oh my god.
Oh
She
my
can like
god.
barely get out of the tee box. The dude is like teaching her how to swing while we're going. There's a line backing up behind us. You know what I mean? Like there's people
Yeah.
watching us tee off because we had to wait for them to get out the way.
Right. That's
And
the worst, dude.
dude, it was terrible. But eventually they were just like, "You want to play through?" And we're like, "Yes."
Yeah, we do 100%. I'm gonna hit this ball straight into left field, but I'm gonna hit it 300 yards, so we're good.
Actually, it's on. We passed them on the hole. We were playing gamblers. You know, hole like I think it's 6, where it kind of goes like out to the right, and then it goes to the left. Like the green's kind of to the left, but there's water that sticks out a little bit.
I'm gonna be honest. The only hole I remember is that par 3, that short par 3 with a
Oh,
little
with the
creek in
water
the
right in
middle.
front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
only hole that I can like actually remember.
yeah. This one, it's like it goes like straight out, and then it kind of goes to the right, but there's water that comes all the way out to a point, so it's like in front of the hole. But I've driven the green there before on that hole, so I was like, yeah, let me just crank this bad boy and let
Is
loose.
that the one? Is that the one that you hit the green when we were playing our
Yeah,
Four Loco night or Four Loco day? Yeah, it was a par
yeah,
four too, right?
yeah.
And
It
you
is a
just
par
like
four.
dunked it on the green.
Oh
Yeah.
no, 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 different course, different course.
Oh,
We played this course before we packed for OBX. This is the one that's like right by my parents' house.
okay. I'm thinking of the one we played with that
We played
random
with those
twosome.
two random kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking about. Yeah, but I did drive the green there. It's like the opposite of that and add water. Like it goes the opposite way and add water.
All right, I can see it. I picture it in my head.
And I was like, yeah, just let me just crank this bad boy. I didn't drive the green, but I dinged it off of like a post that was between the cart trail and the fairway,
Yeah.
and it right onto the fairway, dude. Perfect shot. Couldn't have drawn it up better.
Perfectly played.
Yeah,
Those are the best, dude.
so then I scold my wedge shot.
As you should. Similar situation though. When we were playing this weekend, it was five of us. It was me, Mayo, Jake, Austin, and Andy. Jake's dad.
Yeah,
And Jake and Austin were playing in front of us because the guy at the beginning of the Ranger was like, "You can't play five. Like it's busy today." And we're like, "Yeah, like we got you. We're gonna play two separate." But
yeah,
I mean, obviously, like 2 or 3 holes in, you're gonna group up and play. So we play the first hole at behind them, and we get there, and the people in front of Jake and Austin, it's just three of them, but they're literally the slowest golfers I have ever seen in my life. Not even that they were taking like a bunch of practice swings and like eyeing up balls that they're never gonna hit the green regardless. They were just like walking everywhere and taking their sweet ass time, blah blah blah. So we just kept playing like with them as a fivesome. And the ranger at the beginning of the day who told us we couldn't play fivesome hits us on like hole 8 or 9 right before the turn, and he was like super like barely could speak old, like he was like old, you know what I mean,
like Prince
like shouldn't
William or
probably
whatever.
shouldn't be working at any sort of establishment old, like he was
Not when
old.
it's that hot out.
Yeah, right. And our tea time was at like 7:40 in the morning, so like this dude was like up and at him, like
Yeah,
ready to start his day, and he was struggling. So he comes up to Mayo and I when we're taking our second shot on like hole 8, and he was like, "You can't play a five some." And Mayo just looks at him and goes, "Well, sir, it would be a lot slower if we weren't playing a five some because these people in front of us have been playing hella slow all day, and we've been
yeah,
up their ass all day. Like if we split off now, like the people behind us are just gonna be waiting for another group of golfers to play. Like we're
yeah.
playing fast and blah blah blah." And the guy just looked at Mayo for like half a second. He was like, "All right, go ahead." Just sounded so defeated. It was so funny, dude. We're like, "Hell yeah, dude!" I think his name was Clark. We're like, "Good shit, Clark." Like,
That's the
not
old
having to stick
version
up your
of
ass.
it's a cow
It's a
farm.
cow farm.
uh, all right. Have you watched any of the Euro?
Yeah, I watched Spain Croatia. Crazy
That
ass
was a good
game.
game.
It was a good game. Well, it's funny because I was watching it. I had it up at work, like when I was doing stuff, and I was just listening to it. And I think it was 1-1 when I left to go get lunch or go do something at one of the golf courses or whatever. And I came back, dude, and it was in the 92nd minute, and it was 3-3. And I was like, "Yo, what? Like this has been what?" I was like, I was
Yeah.
not expecting this at all. So when I saw it was in the 92nd minute, I thought it was in added time from the first 90. I didn't know it was already in overtime. So
Oh,
I'm sitting there and it's like 92, 93, 94, and there's like been a bunch of chances. I'm like, "Yo, like this is gonna be nuts." And then it gets like the 96th minute. I was like, "Yo, how much added time is there?" Like, not realizing. And then by like the 98th minute, I was like, "Okay, this is definitely like an extra
yeah,
time. Like,
yeah,
I'm here until at least the 120th minute."
yeah.
And yeah, and then Spain just took
Smoked
a
them.
yeah. I think it was, who was it? Was it Morata?
Morata scored the game winner.
Did you see that? It was a nice ass
Yeah, it
goal,
was a
dude. He took
nice.
it
He took
down
it
and
off
just
the
fucking
chest.
buried
He
it.
ripped it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a
yeah,
nice goal. I honestly, we were talking about it the other day in our group chat when I was like, "Yo, Croatia's kind of sneaky, dude.
yeah,
Like they're a sneaky good team." And then when I saw them tied 3-3 with Spain, I was like, I knew it. Like I knew they were gonna
yeah,
at least battle this game. And I
yeah.
was low key rooting for Croatia to come out of there with a dub. But
Always, bro. Over Spain, over a huge team like that.
yeah, but Spain hasn't been the same
Nah,
in the
they haven't been.
past few
But
years.
they still got a lot of good talent though.
Right. They've got a lot of good players at each position. It's kind of more of just like a chemistry thing, I
Yeah.
feel like, with them.
So then the other game was France Switzerland. Did you watch that game?
I caught the penalty shootout. I didn't catch
Oh,
like
that was
most.
it.
I saw the first goal and then I saw the penalty shootout.
So France were up 3-1, and Switzerland scored two in like 6 minutes to tie it to go to overtime, extra time.
Yeah, I wish I saw that part of the game. That would have been crazy.
Um, yeah, but nuts. Switzerland moves on. Mbappe with his PK save to end it
That PK was terrible, dude.
wasn't very good.
No, it's like it's like you if you're gonna put it that towards the middle of the goal, just shoot it in the middle of the goal. Like putting it
Yeah,
slightly left or slightly right is the worst possible
yeah.
penalty.
You either got to be in the corner or high or in the middle.
Right, or down low, like but buried in the corner.
Yeah,
But
yeah, like
like,
all the
dude,
way in the
you
corner.
know the goalie is gonna go either way. So like, if you're taking a penalty like that where he's just barely putting it left, you know he's not gonna have to do anything. He's already gonna be there.
Right.
All he has to do is guess the right way, and he's there.
Yeah. He seemed pretty bummed about it though.
Yeah, he's still young, dude. He's gonna have so many more chances.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, you've already won a World Cup. Like,
Yeah.
how? I mean, I'm sure he's upset, obviously, about the outcome. But it's like Euros, World Cup. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But they
And
lost
then what?
to Switzerland.
Yeah, that's also
And
true.
he could have kept them in it,
That's also true.
and he
And
didn't.
that's usually if he keeps them because it was either score or go home at that point, right? Like it
Yep.
wasn't Switzerland wouldn't have had another chance
Well, they would have had
if he
his.
scored,
If he scored, they would have had another chance. But yeah,
and then if they scored, it would have been over, right? Or would have just
I
been
think it
going
would have just
back and
kept going
forth.
back and forth. I think it was at the point where it was like one for one.
Next miss, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Portugal game? Who'd they play? I forget who they played.
No, they played Belgium. I didn't watch that
Belgium.
one. AJ called me. He made paella and had some of the boys over, and I was like,
Ah.
"All right, I'm literally in the Lincoln Tunnel on my way to City Field. I'm turning around."
Damn, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good game too. They were obviously my team that I was rooting for because of Ronaldo, but yeah, they that was probably his best team like Portugal wise that he's had.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they've never been very good.
They've never been very good, and they've finally had some young talent with was it Jadon Sancho and what's his
Nah,
name?
Sancho's English.
Jadon Sancho,
Yeah,
the
he's
black guy
English.
with the black guy with dreads. He's not English, dude.
Okay. I'm pretty sure he's
He's
English.
Jadon Sancho, the young.
Alright.
He plays for Germany or Dortmund
He plays for Borussia. Yeah,
or
bro.
Germany. Jesus Christ, Borussia. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure he's Portuguese.
All right, I'm 90% sure. I'm 100% sure you're wrong.
I'm looking it up.
England needs Sancho for Euro 2020 clash versus Germany.
Jadon Sancho. Oh, he what, bro? I'm thinking of
Jaden
someone else.
Malik
Then.
Sancho
Oh,
is
I'm thinking of was it Ronaldo Sanchez or something like that? Who's the guy? Who's
Oh
the
yeah, Renato. That's
Renato Sanchez? That's who I'm thinking of.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Yeah, he is a stud. Um
I still, to be fair to you though, I still wouldn't have guessed that Jadon Sancho was English.
well,
I would have never guessed that.
because you're racist.
Why does that make me racist?
Black dudes can't be from English. England
Can't be from English. Oh no, I just thought he was like not even from like Africa, just like from one of those like outer islands like Portugal or something. But it's dude, Jadon Sancho and Ronaldo Sanchez or whatever his name is, pretty
Renato.
much the same. Renato,
Yeah,
pretty much the same name.
it is. I'm with you. Did you see any of today's games?
No, I was out at the golf course like all day today.
So we had England, Germany. It was like a deadlock all game. Sterling scores to go up 1-0. Kane scores to go up 2-0. England win 2-0. Mueller should have scored. He had a breakaway and he just put it wide, completely missed.
Yeah, I heard he was looking pretty washed.
Yeah, for sure. And then, but
He's
then
been
so
around a minute, so
we had Ukraine and Sweden in the second game, and that game went into extra time as well. It was 1-1 at the end of full time. They went into extra time. Zinchenko had the first goal for Ukraine, the Man City left back.
yeah.
He scored their first goal, and he had a beautiful assist on the second goal to win it in extra time.
Ooh.
Yeah. So good day for the City Boys. Sterling scores
Yeah,
the game winner.
Sterling
Zinchenko with a
Zinchenko.
goal and assist.
Not bad. Wish I could say the same for my Madrid boys.
Yeah, but they're all buns.
Half
So
of them don't even play in the Euros though.
true.
They're all over in Brazil or fucking South America somewhere.
All right. So what we've got left is we have Belgium and Italy.
Is that
They're,
the next match? Like, is that a game or is that
yeah,
just like, oh, that's gonna be a great game, dude?
that
Did you
is
see
gonna
the
be.
Italy game over the
No, I didn't
weekend?
see the last one.
It was good, dude. It was I think it was 1-1 for the longest time, and then Italy scored like the first 5 minutes of added extra time.
Oh, really?
Not added time, but like it went into extra time,
Yeah,
and then they
yeah.
scored like almost instantly. Yeah, and they had like some header called back. It was crazy.
All right. Then we got Switzerland and Spain. I think you gotta think Spain's gonna take it, but like we just
Yeah,
said, Spain's
you
not that
never
good.
know though.
Switzerland just put up 3 on France, the defending World Cup champs. Like,
Yeah, is
all right,
that
I'm
is
betting
that
on
is that
Switzerland.
is that a sign of like what they are, or is it just kind of like an anomaly? Like we
I
put up
don't
three
know.
against France, can't do that again.
I'm betting on Switzerland, bro. Their odds are gonna be so nice. Give me that.
Give me that.
Um, then we have honestly, I don't even know what this one is. Oh, Denmark,
Denmark and who is
Czech
it?
Republic.
Czech Republic, right?
Yeah, I hope Denmark win, dude. I've loved it
Yeah,
since
and
Ericsson went down.
right. They've been my
Love
second
to see
favorite.
it.
Yep.
Love to see it. I hope they
I
get.
haven't watched any of their games since he went down, but like every time I see they win, I'm like, okay, like
Yeah, hell yeah,
that. Let's go.
yeah. And then England, Ukraine is the other one.
Gotta think England's taking
Yeah,
that.
England's going through. So then let's say, so then it would be England, Denmark, and then probably Spain, and then either Italy or Belgium. I think maybe we get like a England Belgium final.
I would be
England aren't
okay
that
with that.
great. Maybe we get a Denmark Belgium final.
Belgium, Denmark.
Yeah,
I feel like an England, Belgium final would be a little more enticing to the neutral fan,
facts.
but I would love to see Denmark in the final, dude.
Me too.
That would be awesome.
I think Italy can make it too. They're a little underrated, I think.
No, they haven't given. They've given up one goal, I think, the entire tournament.
Yeah, they're really good. That's
They
all.
are really good. Oh, you said underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Um. So is soccer the most racist sport in the world?
100%.
Gotta be, right.
At least I don't know if it's because of the magnitude that soccer is portrayed. Like
Right.
it's a worldwide sport, so there's more obviously like chances for that shit to happen. Because you're not gonna be like, oh, dude, this guy in the Chinese baseball league said something racist like to the left fielder or some shit like that.
Right.
Like nobody's gonna be watching that, so
Right.
like there's not enough eyes on that sport. But
True.
I think it's I think it's only the most racist sport because of the amount of people across the globe that
Yeah.
like
I just
watch it
feel
and
like
play
all
it.
the time there's like very often there's major clubs in the world who are having to play games in front of no fans because of like
Like some
their
racist
fans are
shit.
racist.
Right.
Yeah. And like their fans are throwing bananas at people on the field.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, what is this, the 1940s, bro? Like you're at a soccer game. Like
It's
enjoy
just
it or
crazy.
don't. Like stop being it's not fucking life or death. Like I get it. Like fans like to be passionate and stuff, but the fact that you're bringing any sort of like racial thing into any sort of sport, let alone like, the most popular sport in the fucking
Yeah.
world.
That's the other thing. It's the most popular sport in the world. It is by far the most diverse sport in the world.
Right.
Um I think like playing soccer with people from like a lot of different backgrounds and a lot of different races and cultures, it's made me have like a lot of empathy for people, I think. Because
Yeah.
like, I've been good friends with a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds, like because of soccer. Like that's kind of something that has like brought us together. But then at the same time, it's like ridiculously racist around the world.
Right. Right. And
Wow.
this is gonna sound super elitist because in my opinion, America is one of the most racist countries around. But I feel like it's because a lot of these countries, like, you go to like a Saudi Arabia, Iran match or some shit, or like,
Yeah.
Taiwan, Korea, like all this
You don't
stuff.
even have to, bro. You can just go to like a La Liga game.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, dude. La Liga's bad, man.
Yeah.
La Liga is
Or
bad.
like
Like the amount of times that I've seen,
the
like,
Champions League games in Russia. Those are like always in front of
right,
no fans.
right, and it's just because like they don't the people like the normal average person I feel like doesn't think about like in a progressive way like the things they say that are like considered racist. You know what I mean? Like I feel like people say things and they're just like, oh yeah, I thought it, so I said it. But it's like you
Right.
don't think about the perspective of the person on the other end of that comment. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
especially at a sporting event, you're like in a stadium with 40,000 people. You're like, oh, like this isn't gonna harm anybody. Nobody's gonna know. But it's like you're being televised to the world, so everybody's gonna know now
Yeah.
in this day and age.
And when you throw a banana at a black soccer player, they're gonna know.
Right. And they're not gonna take it nicely because that's
I
very
mean,
racist.
dude, honestly, Danny Alves gets a banana thrown at him,
And he picked it up and ate it.
picked it up, ate it, kept moving on. Russell Westbrook gets a little popcorn dumped on him. It's like you would think somebody slapped his mama.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Soccer players, I know they have a bad rap for being like pussies because of all the flopping and shit like
Yeah,
that. But I think people are starting to notice that that comes in every sport. NFL, you see a lot more people flopping. Basketball obviously has a problem with people
yeah,
flopping. But soccer players are some of the toughest athletes in the world, dude. And it's because they have to go through shit like that. Not saying that other sports don't have
yeah.
athletes that
No,
go
they
through shit
definitely
like
do.
that. But like it's been a long time and it's been bad for a long time and they're
Forever.
still like dude, think about it like this. Like UEFA or FIFA or whatever has a whole like marketing program where it's say no to racism and they hold up banners before every game and stuff. Like that's how bad it is in soccer.
Yeah,
Like you see stuff in the NFL with like racism and political stuff like that, but like in soccer, dude, it's like pretty much every game. Like there's some sort of motion to signal, hey, like this isn't acceptable in our sport. Like we
yep,
need to make it a point to say something because it's that bad.
yep. All the time.
Yeah, it
All
sucks.
right. So real quick, let's hop into the NHL. We got Lightning in Montreal in the finals. Lightning took game one, 5-1. You think they're gonna run away with the series?
I said it in last week's episode, dude, and I just have a weird feeling that the Lightning are gonna win again. Like
Go back to back
I don't have enough hockey knowledge,
to
like outside of the Flyers, to have a real opinion.
yeah, me either.
But I just have a weird feeling that the Lightning are kind of like in this weird like dynasty esque like vibe right now, dude. I feel like the next
You think so?
2 to 3 years, including this year and last year, like they're
Is
just gonna be
Tampa
there.
gonna be the next Boston?
They very well could be, dude. They got the Rays who are fucking good. They got the Buccaneers who just won the Super Bowl. The Lightning who just won the Stanley Cup.
And are about to win another, maybe.
About to win another. They're obviously making a case for it.
Yeah.
Is that the only major sports that Tampa? I mean, there's like other Florida teams, but no,
Yeah, they
dude. I
don't.
think Tampa Bay is here to stay. And as much as I hate to say it, I think the Rays are going to surprise a lot of people. And I think obviously the Bucks with the team that they have,
Yeah,
they're
I
not going
really
to win
like a
anytime soon.
Rosarena. He's a stud.
He is a stud. He kind of didn't come out of nowhere, but like he really popped off last playoffs, and that kind of opened my eyes. So I was like, oh shit, this kid's good.
Yeah.
Like
All right. Switch gears. Let's hit up. What'd you think with the new Dave?
new Dave. Oh man, dude, Jake and I were talking about this on the golf course, and he was like, dude, my dad and I watched it, and it was the funniest fucking thing. I thought it, dude, the whole bit that.
Watching it with your dad would be fucking hilarious.
Right, yeah, yeah, especially after doing a little toki toki. But
Yeah.
like he was like, yeah, dude, like it was good stuff, man. And I agree. I thought it was like I was so confused for the first 10 minutes with the whole like nude and butt stuff, and I was just like, where are they going with this? But they just kept it rolling and like into this whole bit where they call each other Chet and like the whole
Yeah, the
scene
whole chat
where
thing threw me off.
the whole dude Clay and I could not figure out if he was saying Czech or Chet or Chad, and it took us like a good 5 to 10 minutes to figure out he was saying Chet. And
Yeah, I
then
don't
the
know if it
whole
was
scene
chat or
where
chat.
the whole scene when they go into we're talking with Gata and his boy, and they're like, yo, it's just like we're not gay, it's just like a funny like we just do it because it's funny, like it's like I don't know. And he was like, oh, a whole white privilege thing, and I was just like,
Yeah.
dude, that's so true. He's like, you don't really have to worry about like you just make those jokes, you don't have to worry about like anything that they would have like the black people have to worry about with that type of stuff, like from his coming from Gata's character.
Yeah. I think
And
Gator was saying like like in the hood, you can't just like mess around and like be
Show your
pretend
homie
like
your dick.
humping on your mans
Right,
and shit like that.
right,
Like that shit don't fly. Like you can't do that.
right, right. And then he gets his boy or whatever who's like an ER like or a registered nurse I think
Yeah,
he was.
EMT. He said.
EMT, and he's like, I'm gonna show you my butthole right now or whatever. And like Spresley goes, yo, what is that lump or whatever? And like while he like finds out that he has like a cancerous lump on his butthole, he's still in the bit where he's like calling little Dicky Chet. And he's like,
Yeah.
Chet, I'm scared. Chet. He's
Yeah.
like, little Dicky's like, dude, drop it. Like you're in serious trouble.
But it was just hemorrhoids, so we good.
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was good. I forget how did it end? Oh yeah, when he pukes on Allie. He goes back to Allie's house and she's all like, she got the little birthmark taken off her back, so she's all like pilled out and stuff.
Yep.
And he's
Yep.
like showering her in the back and then just pukes on her back.
In the
And
wound.
she's like, Dave, what was that? And he just goes, vomit.
Yeah, he tried to say it like all cheery, like.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was so good, man.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
Um,
I think that what's his manager's name? What's that bull's name?
Mike.
Yeah, he was like hollering at the dude with the garbage, and the guy's like,
Are you the overviewer?
the observer. He's like, are you
The observer? Yeah.
And he's like, no. He was like, yeah, you are. How would you know? If you didn't know what the observer was, you would have said, I don't know what's that. And then he's like going off on him, and he's like, because nobody cares. And then
He's like, why are you filming me? Because nobody cares.
and then he's like, oh, all right, and then like throws the dog shit in his trash.
Mm-hmm.
Dibs.
Yeah, that whole thing started with the packing peanuts on the street, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so LA, I feel like.
Yeah.
You got packing peanuts on the street. I'm going to leave you a note on your garbage can to let you know. This is bad for the environment.
I gotta let you know that you're not disposing of these properly, you bum.
Yeah. Yeah. So I told you before we started this episode that I really, really fucking liked the new episode of Rick and Morty, but I want to hear what you thought.
I thought it was good. I didn't think it was as good as the first one. It's like a mind fuck, but I kind of just got to the point where like I just assumed that everybody was fake. Like the first the first 3 times that like their family died, I was like, oh shit.
It got you, right? You're like,
yeah.
Oh shit, this is.
And then I was like, oh wait, there's actually just hella of them. None of these people are gonna be the real people. They're all gonna die.
Right.
And honestly, at the end, I still didn't know who the fucking real people were. I think it was all just fake.
The end, they came out of those like costumes or whatever, right?
Yeah, but then didn't those people die or something?
They got out of their costumes, got in the spaceship, and then went down to the house where Rick had the hologram, and he was like saying, all Ricks, like, come fuck me up, I'll fight you or whatever. He went down there, and then he got killed. They all got killed, right? Huh?
That was beforehand.
No, like that happened, but the at the end, the Rick family that were in like those kind of like cute cartoony like suits or whatever, like they take off, and then they get in the spaceship and go, and they're like, oh, I guess being like a fake cartoon that's not threatened to kill anybody really paid off, and they get in their spaceship and go, and then they do die. I'm pretty sure they die.
I think they do, but then at the very end, they're in the spaceship all together, and they have Space Beth.
Yeah, that's where I got confused.
And then his watch goes off, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
Like, oh shit, died. Decoy family. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was, dude. Yeah, like when that happened, I was like, bro, yo. And then did you see the, you know, the little like Pinocchio version family of them?
Yes.
Where they all looked wooden. Did you see the little cutscene at the end?
Or the Jerry part
With
at
Jerry,
the end?
where he's like turned into a little beaver holder for like the babies or whatever.
Yep. And then he's
like laying in the dam.
And then his head is like at the staking of Christ to the cross, and he's like, the start of Christianity again, bro? Again? Why can't I die?
Well, dude, that whole like the beginning of that episode got me because it started out with them, Rick and Morty, like at the breakfast table, like feasting down, and Beth walks in. She's like, "Damn, you guys are hungry." And Rick is like, "Yeah, we got a long day. We're gonna go kill Christian God." And she's like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, he's been sleeping up there for thousands of years. We're gonna kill him mob style." Yep. And I was like, "Oh, what? Where is this episode going?" And then nothing, like just absolutely like super 180. Yeah, off the rails episode. It was funny.
And then Jerry says something, so Beth's like, "Oh, Jerry, don't get worked up before your interview, blah blah blah." And
Oh yeah.
Rick's like, "You have an interview?" He's like, "Yeah, something's not right here."
He was like, "You have an interview? Is there something? Does something sound off about that?" And Rick's just like, yeah, actually."
Instantly dead.
Yeah. I was because they teased like when they're sitting on the couch like in the beginning of the episode and they're like, I thought it was like a chance to have another wacky episode, so I thought they were gonna do like the new interdimensional cable
I
episode, and
thought
I
they
was like,
were
yo,
too.
let's go. And then it was like the When Wolf, and he was
Yeah,
like, yeah, I never thought about the why, who, where, what, and when part of the
yeah.
werewolf. No, it was good, man. Every
was.
week I'm just like more excited for the next episode.
Yeah, every episode's good. That's why I don't miss.
Literally does not miss.
Um, all right, you want to hit on Logic's mixtape right quick, or whatever
Of
his album
course.
I guess that just came out?
Of course.
Yeah. So I hit you up.
So I want to hear your initial thoughts because you didn't know that those songs already existed before. So like that's kind of cool that you got to listen to all those songs for the first time. Like
Yeah,
I'm actually very jealous of that.
yeah. So I just played it and like a bunch of the samples. I was like, yo, I know this song. Like
Right.
I know this song. And it happened a lot. Probably like 6 or 7 or 8 of the songs. I was like, oh, like I know this. Like I know this beat. I know this
Yeah.
beat. I know this beat. So it was cool because it felt like a mixtape, but it was like really well done.
Oh
Some
yeah.
tapes like I feel like the quality goes down a bit, but this was like it felt like it was like all like
Well,
first
see,
time samples.
those songs sounded better like that because he like mastered them to be on Apple Music and Spotify. Like they
Right,
didn't
right, right.
like they sounded good before that, but it was like you had to listen to like them on YouTube or SoundCloud or
Or like
StatPiff
that
or some
piff,
shit like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was really good. I liked it a lot. Cassandra and I actually listened to it on our way down to look at houses, and she was like, "Yeah, this is pretty good."
Yeah.
And
Slaps.
even she was like, "Oh, like I know this song, like I know this beat." I was
Oh,
like,
that's
"Oh,
tight.
dude."
Cause she's a big country guy, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
dope. What was your
Listen to a
favorite
lot of shit.
song? Do you think?
What?
What was your favorite song?
I liked Inception. I liked Relaxation because that's that Forbidden Fruit beat.
Forbidden Fruit. Dude, you know what's funny is when you texted me and was like, "Yo, relaxation is the sample that Cole and Kendrick used on Forbidden Fruit," and I was like, "I've never put that together." So I went back and listened to both songs and was like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Yeah, it's like spot on, bro. Like spot
Yeah, it
on.
really is. The Forbidden Fruit version of it is just pitched up, like it's just a
Yeah,
little bit higher.
higher. Yeah,
Yeah, where he's going, "Bitch, bitch,
yeah.
is that the platinum?
They're not even doing platinum.
They ain't even doing platinum. That the platinum watch." Yeah, no, dude. The only song on there that wasn't new was the last one. It was Tokyo Nights.
Yeah, that one was good too.
I love that song, dude.
Yeah,
So good.
I'm still listening to Cole.
Me too. I was listening to it on my way home.
Yeah, I hopped in the car and I went to go pick up that burrito today, and that's just what was on. So I finished listening to the album. I listened to like half of it on the way there, like a few songs on the way back, and then I was like, I guess I gotta grab my speaker now so I can listen to the rest of this album.
All right, so we're like what, a month and a half into the release of the off season, you would say, right?
Yeah,
A month?
I don't know.
Long enough. So when you play that album now, what is your first spin? Like what song do you just press shuffle or do you pick up first song like
If I'm picking a
specifically?
song, it's 95 South every time, bro.
Yeah.
That shit gets me going.
So hyped, bro. Yeah, mine is I always go 95 South, straight into Amari, and then I'll go to Punch in the Clock. And then I'll do Hunger on Hillside. And
Yeah,
if I have
Hunger on
time after
Hillside.
that, it's usually like 100 mil, Pride is the
Like 100
Devil.
mil a lot. I like all of
Yeah.
them a lot. That's the
Dude,
thing.
there's not one song where like it comes on, I'm like, skip. Like I listen, like if I press shuffle on the album, I will
Like, don't
literally just
skip.
sit there. Yeah, I will
Yeah,
literally sit there and listen to every song.
yeah. Because they're all good. They all have like different but impactful meanings.
Right.
The beats are all fire. Like the bars are all fire.
Yeah.
Whole
And
thing's
it's like
fire.
I'm getting to the point now, like where I've listened to it so much that I like know the words to most songs.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
been
like
taking me a while.
it's even more hype, dude, because I'm just sitting there and I'm like fucking by myself in my car, just like letting it rip to J. Cole. And I'm like, bro, I feel like J. Cole right now. This shit's
I
fire.
am J. Cole.
I am J. Cole. My name's Johnny. Call me Johnny Cole.
One day, Johnny, you'll be there.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll be calling you the GOAT like they call Chief Keef Sosa.
Dude, I was thinking about like my music career and stuff, and like I would be so happy if I could just get to a point where I'm like not famous like that, but like enough to like live off of. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
don't need to be the most famous person ever to be happy. Like if I just have a like you know like who's a good example? Um, do you know who Chris Webby is?
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, like or like dude, even him, like he's some nerdy white rapper, but like even if I just had a following of like his stature, whereas like
Right.
you
Or like
like a
Mike
hundred
Stud.
right, like Mike Stud is perfect. Like if I can just be like that and make be able to live off of what I make off my music and still
Yeah.
make music for people that's gonna make them happy, I'll be fine. I don't need no goat status. Like I know I'm not gonna be better than any of the people that have been top five, top 10
That's not a
now.
very good attitude to
It's
have. That's
not
a
a good
dependent
attitude, but it's
attitude.
realistic, bro. Like I'll just be happy making music for a small amount of people to enjoy, and as long as I can make money off of it, I'm happy.
Fine, I'll buy your vinyl.
You don't even have to buy it, bro. You're getting a fucking first edition straight off the press, or however they make those motherfuckers.
Yeah, probably not from the same place they make your newspaper. But I mean, you never
Buy
know.
my album straight off the press. The only thing is you have to read it and not listen to
Yeah, I'm
it.
just gonna give you. Yeah, here's just a script of the lyrics.
Yeah,
I'll put
and
the I'll put the
make the
lyrics
beats up in
underneath.
your head. I leave most of my music to your imagination.
That'd be so funny. All right, you want to talk about this draft and hop out of here?
Let's get it.
Maybe play some cello after this.
You already know, boy.
All right. So we're doing this Dynasty fantasy football draft, and it's
By the way,
me.
before you get started, I just want to let you know that Jake, Clay, and I have gone through social hell this weekend regarding our draft because all the boys, the night we had everybody over at our house, all the boys were like glued to their phones, just straight up drafting and talking nonstop about fantasy football. And everybody in the house was so they're like, yo, like Riley had to sit us down and be like, yo, you guys have been talking about this draft for 3 hours. Like, can we please
Yeah.
talk about something else? And we're like, all right, all right. Then we'd go 15 minutes and then be like, and Clay would be like, yo, but like James Conner, like good value in this round. And then Jake and I would just get sucked in, and then they'd have to be like, yo, guys, you're doing it again. That's
uh,
how much this draft has consumed our lives.
yeah, that's kind of the way it goes.
Yeah,
It's
there's no
not it's
stopping it.
not taking mine too much. I don't know. I feel like I had a decent squad, but it's not great. So we're doing this draft. It's a dynasty draft. It's me, Johnny, Clay, Jake, Emery, Mayo. I think that's it. Handful of knuckleheads that we don't know. Um,
It's a 10-team league.
it's a 10-team league, half PPR, but it's a super flex, so you can put quarterback in your third flex. It's two running backs, two wide receivers, a tight end, two regular flexes, wide receiver, running back, tight end, and then one super flex, wide receiver, running back, tight end, quarterback. So if you don't start a second quarterback, pretty much you're a knucklehead.
Right.
So it's a little bit different, and it's a dynasty. It's not a redraft, so it's a little different. But so we're in this draft, and it's not done yet. But here's what we got so far. So Johnny at
The
quarterback.
eighth pick.
At quarterback, I'm not going pick by pick. I'm going to go position by position.
Oh, okay. Okay.
At quarterback right now, he's got Ryan Tannehill, Carson Wentz, and Mac Jones. And at running back, he's got Jonathan Taylor, Miles Sanders, Miles Gaskin, big Miles guy,
Big
Ronald
Miles
Jones,
guy.
and Jamal Williams. At wideout, he's got Tyreek, Jamar Chase, Devonta Smith, Robbie Anderson, Christian Kirk, Jarvis Landry, Marvin Jones II. And at tight
Dude,
end, he's got Kyle Pitts, Logan Thomas, and Blake Jarwin. What do you think about your team?
This might be my favorite fantasy team that I've ever drafted, dynasty wise, obviously, because I
You've
got a lot
drafted
of young guys.
this is the
But
second
I'm
dynasty.
yeah, second dynasty, but my favorite team. No, dude, I'm happy with it, man. I did not know what to expect getting the from the eighth pick in the first round, but Jonathan Taylor fell to me, and I didn't even hesitate, man. Like I was like, obviously it's a super flex league. A lot of quarterbacks are gonna go first, but like
Yeah.
you get to a point after 4 or 5 quarterbacks where it kind of falls off. So I was like, all right. I can either waste my first draft pick, my first round pick on a QB and get the same guy I can get 5 rounds from now, or I can just like start stacking young guys. And so
Yeah,
that's the way I went. I went Jonathan Taylor first overall, and honestly, he was a stud last year, dude. I think him and Carson Wentz are gonna really have something this year.
yeah, yeah. I like the JT pick a lot. Like I told you, I was looking at Dak and JT. That's what I was hoping to get at the turn. It was you were up, and I was like, all right, 2 picks to me. I'm number 10 at the turn. Maybe I could go Dak and JT. You take JT. The kid picking ninth takes Dak.
Takes Dak.
Fuck
And
me.
you know what's funny is I feel like me and him were either gonna pick because I was stuck. I was like Jonathan Taylor or Dak Prescott. Those are my two options
Yeah.
essentially. And I was like,
I
I'll
feel
just lay
like
my
though
trust in another
put it on
QB.
him
And
though because you got to think that I'm gonna pick a quarterback there. Because in
right,
my head, I'm like, I gotta go quarterback. Because if I don't pick a quarterback here, I'm not picking a quarterback until the third or fourth round. You know what I mean? And
right.
I know you went even later than that, but I didn't want all those quarterbacks to go off the board. I wanted to get a good young stud. So I wanted Herbert in the first round. First
That's a good pick. That's a
pick
good
10
pick.
of the
As
first
as
round.
somebody who had him last year, like that's a good pick. He's gonna be a stud.
I took Justin Herbert and then with him I took Alvin Kamara. Those two. I'm a little iffy on the Kamara, but I think he'll be all right.
Well, they're not gonna have a quarterback this year, so I feel like he's gonna be. I mean, they'll have a quarterback obviously, but
Yeah.
it's Jameis Winston or Taysom Hill, so you're gonna
Yeah, I
be
think he'll
straight.
be all right.
Right.
So at quarterback you got Tannehill, Wentz, Mac Jones. How do we feel about that?
Pretty happy. I'm kind of putting a lot of eggs in my basket on Carson Wentz being Carson Wentz again.
Yeah,
But you know, him and Frank Reich, like we've seen what they can do together before, so I kind of trust that process.
I got him in our
Mac
other
Jones,
dynasty.
Mac Jones, was kind of you know, him and Cam Newton I saw are gonna have like a legitimate battle for QB1 this year.
And you got to think it's Mac Jones in at least in like 2 or 3 years. It's him at the
Right,
latest.
right. This dynasty league, you got to think Cam Newton's not going to be there longer than
I think Cam
two
Newton hasn't
years
gotten
now from
drafted
now.
yet.
Yeah, he still hasn't been picked. And even then, dude, like Mac Jones is just a quarterback that I can throw on my bench until maybe he starts to really get hot, and
Yeah,
then you know I can value him with Carson Wentz because Ryan Tannehill is going to be a stud. I think he's got
yeah,
Julio Jones, AJ Brown. Like not worried about him at all. I had him last year for a little bit and he was good. I think he was like QB 11 in PPR last year.
dude. In if you look at Tannehill after four, week four was the Titans' bye. Weeks 1, 2, and 3, AJ Brown didn't play. So from week 5 on, when AJ Brown was healthy,
My man's
fantasy
was popping
quarterback
off.
fantasy quarterback 2.
Yeah, dude, exactly. And I think I picked him up, or I either picked him up or I traded. I think I traded him with Nick, but it was like week 6 or 7 by that point.
Yeah,
And he didn't have a single like I think his worst week was like 17 points or something like that.
yeah, stud.
Yeah,
I like him a lot.
not complaining.
Um, so then at running back, you got JT, Miles Sanders, Gaskin, Ronald Jones, Jamal Williams. I mean, that's a good start, bro. You got like JT and Sanders are young. Ronald Jones is like 22. I got him in our other league, but I don't know if I love him as a dynasty. I don't know, like that. He hasn't been
Well,
great.
see, that was my thing. That was my thing. I had Jonathan Taylor and Miles Sanders already. They're both young studs.
Yeah,
Like adding one more as like maybe a flex guy, flex two guy, not going to be a bad option. Like
yeah,
he's the either he's not. I feel like he's not going to be the guy that gets a million touches, but he's going to make his touches important. Like he's the guy
I
that
think so
can
too.
break out a 65-yard touchdown run.
I think so
You know what I
too.
mean?
And Jamal Williams, he was in Green Bay last year. Now he's in Detroit. I think
Yep.
that's a good look for him, bro.
Yeah.
They got DeAndre Swift there, but I don't think DeAndre Swift, he didn't run away with the starting position last year. So I think Jamal Williams definitely has an opportunity to go in there and do some work even now. You're right. And then if
Right.
something happens to DeAndre Swift, his value goes through the roof. At least it gets a little higher, I guess.
Right. And Jamal Williams was behind Aaron Jones last year in Green Bay, and he
Yep.
still had a solid season. Like he still produced. So, you
Yep.
know, maybe him having a chance at, because, you know, he wasn't going to beat out Aaron Jones for the top spot. But, like,
Right.
now he's either going to give DeAndre Swift a reason to really fucking up his game, or he's going to take over that role
Right.
and kind
At
of
the
just,
bare
like, do his
minimum,
thing.
he could be like a 1A, 1B instead of a 1-2. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So then at wideout, you got Tyreek, Jamar Chase, Devonta Smith, Robbie Anderson, who you sniped from me, Christian Kirk, Jarvis Landry, Marvin Jones Jr. pretty solid. I think Tyreek and Jamar are going to be nice right off the jump.
Yeah, Jamar Chase I was pretty high on. I was happy to get him. Tyreek,
Yeah,
obviously, he's a fucking stud.
yeah,
But I feel like I have a good mix. Like my last few picks, I think the last person I picked was Marvin Jones, and then before that was Robbie Anderson. Robbie Anderson's only 28, so like he's still got a solid
and,
few years
yeah,
left.
and he's back with Sam Darnold, who is with him.
Right, in a whole different offense. So like I'm excited to see
Yeah,
where that goes. Marvin Jones is kind of just like was like an old reliable pick. He's 31.
yeah,
I
but
don't
now he got
expect to
traded
have
to
him.
Jacksonville, so it's like,
Right, he's got Trevor Lawrence.
yeah, but
What's
you
the
don't
other
know
wide
how he's
receiver?
gonna
DJ
mesh. It's
Chark.
like a whole new system.
Yeah, and he's been in Detroit for a while.
Yeah. If he was still in Detroit and it was like he's the only one that knows the system and Jared Goff is gonna hyper target him, which would happen,
Yeah,
I would love it. But I just think he's going to Jacksonville as an old head. They have some good athletic receivers, right? And then it's Trevor Lawrence, you don't really know. Urban Meyer in his new system, you don't really know. A lot I have him in our other dynasty league.
yeah.
I think he's a solid pick, but I didn't want to get him
He
in
was
both
kind of
leagues.
my whole thing with picking him was like, all right, this is going to be a great safe play to cover any sort of injury that I get for the
Yeah,
next year or two.
yeah.
Like
Yep,
he's a great guy to just plug in if someone's hurt, like in my
I
flex
agree.
spot or like my wide receiver 3 spot or whatever. Like he'd just be a safe play.
I think Christian Kirk is a shit pick. I think he's a bum.
Yeah, that was more of me just kind of hoping that he kind of opens up with DeAndre Hopkins getting double teamed and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Jarvis is fine. No real long term value there, but you're gonna be able to plug and play him this year, and
Yeah,
especially
it's kind of the same boat as Marvin Jones.
yeah. And then at tight end, dude, Pitts, Logan Thomas, Blake Jarwin. I think Logan Thomas is not gonna be as good as he was last year. Uh,
No? Well, yeah,
nah,
Fitzy.
from listening to podcasts and shit, what I've been hearing is like his touchdown catch percentage was like ridiculous. Like he hit like such a high percentage of his receptions were touchdowns. So it's like you got to expect that there's going to be some kind of like negative regression there where he comes down to more of an average number, and
Right,
no more Alex Smith, who that's like, one of the things with JD McKissick is like Alex Smith was the one dumping the ball to him. Alex Smith
right.
was on targeting tight ends. Fitzpatrick isn't really a tight end targeter.
Nah, he's a fucking go big or go home type of
Yeah.
gunslinger guy.
But I think, Kyle Pitts, obviously that's should be a good pick. That's what everybody thinks is going to be a good pick. And
Yeah,
then Blake Jarwin, I liked him a lot last year. I mean,
yeah,
he comes back healthy.
right.
But I liked him. You got a good little squad.
I'm very happy with the team that I built. Got high hopes this year.
So I got Justin Herbert, Matt Ryan, Sam Darnold as my quarterbacks. And then I have Alvin Kamara, J.K. Dobbins, Javonte Williams, A.J. Dillon, James Conner, Philip Lindsay as my running backs. C.D. Lamb, Allen Robinson, Cortland Sutton, Chase Claypool, Jalen Rager, Denzel Mims as my wideouts. Goddard, Cole Kmet, and Tyler Higbee at tight end. And honestly, I don't love it.
I like your what's his name? Denzel Mims, dude. I think he has potential
Yeah, he does have
to be a
potential for
stud,
being
I think.
Atkins.
I was between him for my last pick, him and or whatever round you took him in. The pick I had before you, I was kind of sitting on him for a minute.
Yeah, I was between him and a couple other guys, but I don't know. I mean, I think Justin Herbert, I think he'll be fine for a while, right?
Yeah,
Matt Ryan, he's got a couple years left. He's gonna throw for 4,500.
right.
Sam Darnold, I think he has like potential to kind of like bloom in Carolina. I always liked his talent and hated Adam Gase, so maybe now that he's not with Adam Gase, we can get something going. But then at running
Right.
back, dude, Kamara, stud. J.K. Dobbins, he's all right. Javonte Williams, I think, is going to be the next guy in Denver, and they have a really good offensive line, so I like him for the future.
Yeah.
A.J. Dillon, honestly, why did I fucking even pick him? James Conner, I
Yeah.
think he's going to be good for the next year or so. I think he's going to be the number one guy in Arizona. I think he's going to get the goal line work, so I think there's value there.
Right.
See, dude, I always liked him. I think he's got a good chance to kind of be the guy in Houston. I know David Johnson's there, but like David Johnson's old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
And
don't
injury prone.
I don't think that it's like a far fetched possibility that Philip Lindsay is like the guy in Houston this year.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you, man. I think I wouldn't even think about taking David Johnson right now.
No. And then at wideout, dude, CeeDee Lamb for the future, Allen Robinson right now, and for the future. He's a little old, but like maybe Justin Fields coming in will like rejuvenate his career.
Well, he's only what, like 28, 29?
28, I think.
Yeah, that's not bad. He's still got a good 3 or 4 years.
Cortland Sutton, I think that's a little bit of a risky pick, but I think he's got big upside. But I mean, he got quarterback issues, bro.
Yeah, big quarterback issues.
Chase Claypool's all right. Rager, I'm upset that I took Rager because now I have Goddard and Rager, and I wanted to get Kenneth Gainwell, but he actually went before I was gonna pick him. So
Yeah,
I don't want to put too many of my eggs into the Eagles basket, but
right. You can't do that as a fan.
right. And then Denzel Mims, I think he's fine. I think he's got potential. We'll see. But then
He's a
Goddard,
big.
I like.
Denzel Mims is a big play guy. Like he can break out
Yes,
for an 85-yard touchdown reception and have one catch all game, but he'll still have you 13 points.
exactly.
Yeah,
He can make it happen. And then
right.
at tight end, dude, I got Goddard, who I think is nice. Tyler Higbee, who I think will be good this year. And then Cole Kmet, who's like 22 or 23 on the Bears. But
Yeah.
his athletic profile is really good. So I think him and Justin Fields are both so young. They can have like a good career together for the next few years. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
there.
Nah, dude, your squad's not bad.
Nah.
I feel like you got a good mix of young and win now type guys.
Yeah. I like your team better. I like your running back room a lot better than mine.
Yeah, I was happy with my running back selections. Miles Sanders and JT, man, like I can't complain for a dynasty
Yeah,
league.
Sanders, I had him last year in redraft, and he's hit or miss. I got him in our other dynasty league, and I'm like not super thrilled about it. Just because
Yeah.
like him, not just him, but like the Eagles, they tend to let me down, and then I get double let down.
Yeah,
That shit hurts.
it's nothing worse than watching NFL Sunday, watching the Birds play, and like you have 2 or 3 players in that
Yeah.
mix, and the Birds are getting shit on, and your players are doing nothing. And it's just
Or I'm
double pain.
or I'm watching Red Zone and I haven't seen a fucking Birds highlight.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And if you have seen a Birds highlight, it's usually
They're on
against
the
them.
defensive end getting scored on.
Right.
Trash.
No, I'm excited for this year's fantasy league, man.
Yeah, me too.
It'll be
We have a
fun.
lot of different leagues. This is gonna be fun. I love me some
Yeah.
fantasy football.
For sure.
All right, bro. Good talking to you. A good week.
Is that the
Yeah,
finish
that's all
of
we got.
season 1, episode 2?
Season 1, episode 2. Call it a wrap.
Call it a wrap, baby. Same time next week. You know we'll be back.
Yeah, you find us on we got Apple Podcasts, we got Spotify Podcasts. We trying to get on the Google Podcast, working on that one. It's a little had technical difficulties, as they say. But we're
Right.
on the YouTube, Random Roommates on there and shit. So go find us, like, subscribe, leave a 5-star review. No, I don't care if you think it's a 4-star.
Nah. Fuck the 5-star review. We want to break the barrier. We want a 6-star review.
Or 1. If we could be like the most viewed.
Any sort of
1-star.
review. Just
If we
give
can
us a
get a
review.
ton of 1-star reviews, but like the description is like super dope, and then maybe we could be like the most viewed 1-star podcast. I think.
Hey, that's a niche market that has not been tapped into yet.
Yeah, so I think maybe we can hit it. Nah,
The
fuck you guys.
shittiest
Leave us 5
podcast
stars.
of all time.
All right, guys. We'll catch you later.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Doses.
Peace.